Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and we're here today in the Cleveland Museum of Art in this beautiful new Ames Family Atrium. And we're here with Augie Napoli. Thanks so much for meeting with us, Augie.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for coming out.
This is amazing. You are the Deputy Director here and Chief Advancement Officer.
Yes, indeed.
Right?
Yes.
You're kind of in charge of everything but the art, it looks like. Is that right?
Well, I don't know about that, but a lot of things. All of the externalities, things that reach into the community to try to engage the community, bring the museum out to the community, and bring the community back in to the museum.
And they are dying to come back in and see this new atrium. Talk about this gift, because that was so important, wasn't it, from the Ames family?
It is, and you know, the thing about the Cleveland Museum of Art and the city is its rich heritage in philanthropy. This Ames family contribution is one of many. You know, we all stand on someone else's shoulders, and families and individuals for over 100 years have been supporting the cultural institutions in Cleveland, and particularly the Cleveland Museum of Art. And so Mr. and Mrs. Ames and their family stand on the shoulders of a lot of people like Jephthah Wade and John Huntington, people who built this museum 100 years ago.
And it is coming up on the 100th anniversary here in just a few years,
we're
right?
approaching, in 2016 will be the 100th anniversary of the Cleveland Museum of Art, and we're anxious for that to come. Dawn of a new century, we have a new home, we have a new director, we have a new vision. We have a lot of things that are fresh and new and are going to propel us well into the next century.
You've got a fabulous new atrium here. You're in charge of fundraising. Talk about the importance of technology and how fundraising really has changed, hasn't it, over the past number of years?
Oh, it certainly has. We have been blessed with the ability to be able to transition to a new age and a new way of reaching out and communicating. Keep in mind, though, as we said earlier, we reach a full range of people. The people that follow and we would like to follow the museum are people that are out in the community, and so they respond and behave just outside just the same way inside. And so we have to be prepared to communicate with them in ways that they receive communication. And so technology coming into this has been really, really very important. Our whole membership program, for example, it's grown twofold as a result of going online with this. It's made it easier. What it's done for the fundraiser, though, and for the staff is eliminates the transactional nature of the interaction and really allows that development officer, an engagement officer, to truly develop a relationship person to person, and takes the transaction out of it. That's something else entirely.
One of the tools you're using is Big River. They're based here in Cleveland. It's a great online tool for doing really a lot of the things that you need to do: memberships, renewals, online donations, gift memberships. Talk about using a tool like this and the impact that it's had.
Yeah, Big River has been absolutely fabulous to work with. You know, I think you can look all over the country, you can look all over the world for companies to provide these kinds of services, and they're there. But right here in Cleveland, Big River has been just terrific. As I mentioned before, our membership has gone up twofold as a result of going online with them.
Wow, that is a tremendous response. I mean, it really is.
Yes. We've been delighted, and you know, as I said, and I want to underscore this, that by going with online service like Big River enables us to have more time to spend getting to know individuals and allowing them to get to know us, and not be bothered with the transactional nature of this.
So people think that, well, it's more efficient, it's quicker, which it is, I'm sure. You can track things, right? That
absolutely. Look, you can buy shoes and to be on your front step the next day in 24 hours. Why shouldn't you be able to access some of the best art in the world? You know, Tom, we have what's considered to be one of the top 5 collections of art in the United States and perhaps even in the world. Our library is considered one of the top 3 libraries. Our scholarship, our collection, our artistic excellence, the Cleveland style that exists here at this museum is surpassed by no one else. And we're able now to bring this to people in ways that we could only dreamt of even 5 years ago. So we're very excited about the future. And this atrium and the Ames's generosity really is emblematic of a new day, a reawakening of this museum, really bringing it back and bringing it back with a vengeance, with the continued core commitment to the collection that's been here and our scholarship. That's the Cleveland brand going forward.
You talk about how the Ames family and their gift is recognized through the name of this Ames Family Atrium here. Talk about other ways that you can recognize your donors for their generosity.
And I want to make a point very clear. Tom, right up there is going to be on that Art LA, is their name is going to be installed on the 27th of October, and we're going to unveil it. We're really excited about that event. And of course, their gift was really singular. Among the top 2 donations ever in the history of the museum, which is a wonderful commitment. But every gift to the CMA is important. This institution was built on with the support and the blood, sweat, and tears of Clevelanders, not all industrialists, not all huge philanthropists, but everyday people like you and me that contributed to make it happen. And so we are going to be launching over the next weeks and months into what we're calling the final phase of the campaign for the Cleveland Museum of Art. It's titled Transformation, the campaign for the Cleveland Museum of Art. All of these things have a name. Transformation seemed to be a good one for this campaign.
It really is. It has transformed.
And so you have, and your following, have the opportunity to help transform. $1 at a time, $10 at a time, 100, 1,000, 5,000. The sky's the limit. But every dollar that comes to the museum is important, and I want everyone who's watching this to know that is sincerely meant by the museum and will be deeply, deeply appreciated.
You've been in a lot of places: Catholic Charities, CSU Foundation, SUMA Foundation, where you were CEO, Cleveland Clinic Foundation, some of the biggest institutions really in the region. As a guy who knows how to raise money, you were brought in here to put them over the top with the last $130 million of a $350 million campaign. How is it going in this tough economy?
Well, I'm happy to say that we're a little closer to $100 million left to go, as $130 million. But in my business, what they say, it's not the first million that's hard to raise, it's the last one. But I tell you that this has been a labor of love, and I've been doing this for 36 years. I've been absolutely blown away by the response the community has had, the philanthropic community, the corporate community, the foundation community, families and individuals coming forward wanting to support it. And in spite of the fact, and this is an interesting fact, in the worst economic time in the history of this country, this institution raised more money for a capital, for an arts and cultural institution in the history of the state of Ohio. Let me say that again. The largest single capital raise for a cultural institution in the history of the state is the Cleveland Museum of Art. If not one more penny comes in, it has that record by a very large margin. So that says a lot about what this community feels about its institutions. And so when everyone says, oh, there's never a good time, oh, the economy's bad, oh, this, oh, that, it's not true. Clevelanders, people in northeastern Ohio recognize quality. They recognize those institutions that are really going to help bring this region back, and happily the CMA is one of them.
It's an audacious goal. You're well on your way here. Indeed. You've got a lot of work to do, Augie. Thanks for taking time out and talking with us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.